All right, so picture this. I have this dress. It's not just any dress. It's dress. The one that makes you feel like you could walk into any room and suddenly you're the main event. This dress has powers. It's a gorgeous, flowing number, a sort of deep sapphire blue that shimmers just so when the light hits it. I saved up for ages to buy it for a very special occasion, and every time I even look at it hanging in my wardrobe, I get a little thrill. Then there's my best friend, Sarah. We've known each other since we were knee-high to a grasshopper. We've been through thick and thin, good times and hide the evidence times. She's brilliant, Sarah is. Funny, kind, and usually has a much better sense of direction than I do, which is handy. We share everything. Secrets, snacks, terrible telly-opinions. She's practically family, really. So Sarah has this massive event coming up, a really posh do. She was telling me all about it, how excited she was, but also how she had absolutely nothing to wear. And then it happened. The question. She looked at me with those big, hopeful eyes she does so well. "You know that amazing blue dress you have?" she started. "Could I possibly, maybe, borrow it?" she asked, all sweet and innocent. And just like that, the dilemma landed. To lend, or not to lend, my most treasured frock. That was the very big question indeed. My immediate reaction was, of course, yes, absolutely. Because that's what friends do, right? We share. We help each other out, especially when it comes to looking fabulous for a big event. I want Sarah to feel amazing. But then, another part of my brain woke up. The part that's a bit more protective. The part that remembers how much I love that dress. This part of my brain started waving little red flags. "Hold on a tick," it whispered. "This isn't just any old dress. This is the one you cherish." It started to play a little montage of potential disasters. The internal debate was fierce. It was like a tiny courtroom drama unfolding in my head, with my heart as the judge and common sense and sentimentality as the lawyers. This internal shimmy was quite the workout. Let's look at the bright side, shall we? The pros. First off, Sarah would look absolutely stunning in it. Seeing her happy and confident, that's a huge pro. There's a real joy in making someone you care about feel good, isn't there? It's like a little gift you can give them, a boost to their sparkle. And who doesn't want to be responsible for boosting someone's sparkle, especially your best mate? Then there's the whole sharing is caring thing. It's true. Sharing things, especially things that are a bit special to you, can actually strengthen a friendship. It shows trust. It says, "I value you enough to share this precious item with you." Lending it would be a grand gesture, a testament to our many years of shared laughter, secrets, and the occasional dodgy takeaway. Plus, let's be honest, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? Playing dress up, even when you're grown-ups. Those moments are precious. It's a win-win, really. Now for the other side of the coin, the cons, the little nagging worries that buzz around like persistent wasps at a picnic. The biggest one, obviously, is damage. What if something happens to it? It's an expensive dress and it's delicate. One wrong move with a glass of red wine, one snag on a sharp corner, one overly enthusiastic dance move, and poof, disaster. I'm not saying Sarah is a walking calamity. She's usually quite graceful. But accidents happen, don't they? Even to the most careful of people, especially when there's a party involved. Then there's the sentimental value. This isn't just about the money it cost. It's about what the dress represents to me. I wore it to my cousin's wedding, the one where I caught the bouquet, still waiting for that to work its magic, by the way. I wore it on a particularly lovely anniversary dinner. It holds memories, happy memories. And the thought of those memories being tainted by a big rip or an unremovable stain, well, it makes me wince a little bit. It's like a little piece of my history, that dress. Section 5. Playing out the catastrophe, a mental fashion show fiasco. So my brain, being the helpful little organ it is, decided to stage a full-blown mental movie of the great dress disaster. Scene 1. Sarah, looking radiant, twirling on the dance floor. Suddenly, a waiter, laden with a tray of canapés, stumbles. Time slows down. The canapés, covered in some sort of sticky, dark sauce, fly through the air in an elegant yet terrifying arc. And where do they land? Splat. Right on the front of my beautiful blue dress. The crowd gasps. Sarah looks horrified. I, watching this mental movie, also gasped. It's very dramatic. Scene 2. Sarah, trying to navigate a crowded room, snags the delicate fabric on someone's elaborate handbag clasp. There's a sound like tearing silk, only amplified. A long, jagged rip appears, right down the side. Section 6. Trust the invisible thread holding friendships and dresses together. After my brain's little disaster movie premiere, I started to think about something much more important than fabric and sequins. Trust. That's the big one, isn't it? I trust Sarah. I really do. I've trusted her with secrets far more valuable than any dress. I've trusted her with my feelings, my fears, my ridiculously oversized collection of novelty mugs. She's never let me down. She's the kind of person who, if she says she'll do something, she does it. She's reliable, she's careful, she's considerate. So why am I suddenly doubting her ability to look after a piece of clothing? This whole dilemma, it's not really about the dress, is it? Not deep down. It's about vulnerability. Lending something precious makes you feel a bit vulnerable. What if it goes wrong? What if it changes things? But friendship is built on trust. It's the invisible thread that holds it all together. Without trust, you don't really have a friendship, do you? Section 7. The oops moment if disaster strikes the designer dude. Okay, let's fast forward. Imagine I do lend her the dress. And imagine the worst happens. Despite her best efforts, despite all the care in the world, there's an accident. A big, unmissable, dress-ruining accident. Maybe a rogue firework at an outdoor event. Unlikely, but my imagination is running wild now. Or perhaps she trips and falls into a chocolate fountain, which, while delicious, would be catastrophic for sapphire blue silk. So, the dress is damaged, potentially beyond repair. What then? How do we navigate that awkward, horrible moment? First, I think there'd be a lot of apologies from her. Genuine, heartfelt apologies. Sarah's not the type to brush something like that off. She'd feel terrible. Probably worse than I would in some ways, because she'd feel responsible. And I'd feel sad about the dress, no doubt. Disappointed. But I hope I'd also feel for her, because accidents are awful for everyone involved. Section 8. Mending fences and fabrics. Forgiveness is always in style. So if the worst did happen, and my beautiful dress met an untimely, tragic end, what's the most important thing? Is it the dress, the money it cost, the lost sentimental value, or is it the friendship? I think we all know the answer to that one, don't we? It's the friendship, every single time. A dress, however lovely, is just a thing. It's replaceable. Maybe not easily, maybe not cheaply, but it can be replaced. A true, deep friendship, that's much harder to come by, and much, much harder to replace if it gets broken. Forgiveness would be key. If Sarah accidentally ruined the dress, and she was genuinely sorry, I'd have to find it in my heart to forgive her. And I mean properly forgive her, not just say the words while secretly resenting her every time I saw someone else in a nice blue dress. Grudges are heavy things to carry around. They weigh you down, and they can poison a friendship from the inside out. Section 9. The final bow. What really matters more, mates or material? So, after all that thinking, all those pros and cons, all those imaginary disaster movies and heartfelt reflections on trust and forgiveness, what's the decision? Do I lend Sarah the dress? The beautiful, shimmery, sapphire blue dress that holds so many happy memories? The dress that cost a small fortune and makes me feel like a queen? Well, you know what? After all this deliberation, after weighing it all up in my head and my heart, the answer became surprisingly clear. It really did. It was like a little light bulb moment. Yes, I'm going to lend her the dress, because Sarah is my friend, my brilliant, wonderful, slightly less good at directions than me friend. And her happiness, her confidence, her feeling amazing at that posh do is more important to me than a piece of clothing, even a really, really nice piece of clothing. I trust her. I trust her to be careful. And even if, by some 1,000,000 to 1 chance, something awful did happen to it, I trust that our friendship is strong enough to withstand it. We'd figure it out, together. That's what friends do. The real treasure isn't the dress, is it? The dress is lovely, don't get me wrong, I adore it. But the real treasure is the friendship. The years of shared history, the laughter, the support, the unwavering knowledge that you've got someone in your corner no matter what. That's priceless.